President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated Senator Ahmad Lawal and Femi Gbajabiamila for emerging as leader of the 9th National Assembly. The president, in a statement signed by his media and publicity advisor, Femi Adesina, described their emergence as a new dawn different from duplicity that characterized the 8th National Assembly led by immediate past Senate President Bukola Saraki and ex-Speaker Dogara. The president also saluted all the national legislators and their political parties for their display of patriotism and non-partisanship before and during the election. He commended the transparent and fair nature of the voting process, adjoining it as a plus for the democracy in the country. The statement added, Buhari advised the leadership to use their exalted position to work for the interests of Nigerians. The president also touched on the executive-legislature relationship, saying the executive does not desire a rubber stamp legislature, while separation of power is essential. Collaboration among all arms of government should be the name of the game. Opposition need not to be violent, the president added, stepping into the next level. The legislature has a big role to play for the goal of the administration to be achieved. This is for the ultimate goal of the nation. He called on the contestant who lost the election to be gallant in defeat and join hands with the victors who should exhibit magnanimity and eschew vindictiveness. Determination of the 9th Senate is to ensure positive executive-legislature relations will not be at the expense of its overall independence in carrying out its constitutionally defined roles. This is the position of the new Senate President Ahmad Lawal during his thank you speech at the Senate chamber following his election on Tuesday. Lawal pledged commitment to ensuring that national interests will be the key determining factor of the kind of legislation that the 9th Senate will commit to. The newly elected Senate President, while appreciating his colleague for the support accorded him that made his ambition come to reality, he is sure of running an all-inclusive Senate that will carry everyone along, cutting across party lines.
With the full mandate to run the affairs of the country for the next 4 years having been sworn in on May 29, 2019, President Muhammadu Buhari has said that his administration in this next level will adopt and formulate the policy of naming and shaming all those who engage in corrupt practices. The president, who was speaking at the National Democracy Day Anti-Corruption Summit in Abuja, organized by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), with the theme Curbing Electoral Spending, a Panacea to Public Corruption, added that the policy will also look for a way to honor those who are not corrupt. President Buhari reminded the audience that political corruption is merely an extension of a larger corruption in the wider society, noted that to curtail political corruption in public governance, corruption must also be fought in the wider society.
Senator Omar Gege Delta Central, as of the APC, has defeated Ike Kremadu of PDP to emerge as GSP Deputy Senate President. Omar Gege got 68 votes against Kremadu 37, with 1 vote voided and 1 for Dumen as he abstained. Enugu Senator Chukwuka Utaze's nomination of Kremadu for a return to the Deputy Senate President position for the record 4th time was aimed on the ground that the invasion of the Senate and subsequent theft of the maize was unacceptable. And in accepting the motion, Kremadu echoed the view of Utaze, citing the protection of the sanctity of the Nigerian Parliament.
Of this Senate that were violated some time ago. not up to 8 months, to nominate the senator-elect Enugu West Senatorial District, the former Deputy Senate President of the Senate, to the office of the Deputy Senate President of this Assembly. I so move.
President of the Senate, my friend and brother, Senator Ahmed Lawan, let me start by congratulating you on your elevation and election to the post of the President of the Senate of the Ninth Assembly. Very distinguished colleagues, on this note and with humility, I'd like to accept the nomination for me to take the seat of the Deputy President of the Senate of the Ninth Assembly. Having said so, distinguished colleagues, I'd like to make some few quick comments before I assume my seat. First is that I would like to thank all of you, especially those who have been around from the 5th Senate, who have worked with me, and those who, on the 6th Senate, decided to elect me the Deputy President of the Senate. I'm indeed very grateful. I worked with many Nigerians in these chambers to achieve what I consider to be a progress in unity, prosperity, and the well-being of the people of Nigeria. We worked together in constitutional amendment to improve the constitution of our country and be able to create independence for this parliament, for the judiciary, for state assemblies, and of course for the Independent National Electoral Commission.
Then came voting, sorting and counting of the vote, which saw emergence of Omar Gege as Deputy Senate President. It was shortly after us sworn in.
Omar Gege.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And bear true allegiance.
And bear true allegiance.
To the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
To the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
The emergence of Ovie Omar Gege as the Deputy Senate President for the 9th Senate will very likely have a cloud of controversy that has trailed the theft of the maize of the Senate sometimes in April 2018, hanging over the leadership of the newly constituted Senate leadership. Yobe North lawmaker Senator Ahmad Lawal has emerged the president of the 9th Senate with 79 votes, defeating Ali Ndumen of Borno South Senatorial District, who polled 29 votes. Lawal went into Tuesday's contest favor as the anointed candidate of his ruling All Progressive Congress. Lawal's victory was greeted by the wide jubilation within and outside of the chamber even before the ballot was completely counted. Lawal was immediately sworn in by the clerk of the National Assembly, with Ali Ndume congratulating him. Earlier, while addressing his colleague ahead of the election, Lawal promised to work with all members, irrespective of political parties.
My very distinguished and very respected senators-elect, let me congratulate all of us for having been returned elected to represent our people in the Senate. This is an opportunity for us to work together, to remain united as an institution, to remain focused for delivering those very vital and critical and crucial legislative interventions that are necessary to provide for sustainable good governance in this country. Today, we are all united by one thing, that as representatives of Nigerians, we are In it together, we are faced with the reality.
Senator Lawan missed the chance of clinching the title 4 years ago, despite being preferred the candidate of All Progressive Congress.
Discover the tangible magic of our hospitality that is all about you. The Wells Cutting Hotel and Apartments is a surely fantasy-like journey into a glamorous world of pure luxury and gratifying indulgence. The Wells Cutting Hotel and Luxury Apartments offers guests a perfect blend of relaxation, business and pleasure, delicately infused to meet the highest international standards. It's first-class service at its finest. Our commitment to exceed your expectations means impeccable attention to detail, courtesy, and a genuine care for your every need. Located at number 8 Gadonasco Street, off Jose Martin at Sokoro, Abuja, Nigeria. You can call us on +234 908 7561 269 or visit our website at wellscutting.com. Upgrade your stay at the Wells Cutting Hotel and Luxury Apartments, an experience guaranteed to leave you breathless with longing.
Over the years, the federal government continues to emphasize on diversifying Nigeria's economy from its overdependence on oil. In order to achieve this and put the economy on a sound industrialization footing, the federal government established the Kano Export Processing Zone in 1998, which later metamorphosed to Kano Free Trade Zone, along with other free zones in pursuant to Section 1 of the Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority (NEBZA) Act 63 of 1992. Away from ever-bustling business hub of Lagos, the Kano Free Trade Zone is quietly positioning itself as one of the propellers of the much-anticipated industrial revolution in the country. The zone was established to allow interested persons to set up industries and businesses at a low-cost and tax-free environment with the aim of boosting manufacturing and export activities. Going by the facilities it has attracted in recent times an increasing number of industries that now hold sway in the area, the zone is silently birthing industrial revolution. This prompted commendation from the House of Representatives Committee on Industry, Trade and Investment during a recent visit on the zone. The committee, led by its acting chairman, Honorable Solomon Bulus, and other members of the committee, lauded the present management of NEBZA for the massive infrastructural development at the zone.
There are huge leakages and agencies. When you finish constructing the infrastructure,
In addition to 3 resurfaced roads that have been with asphalt, so 24 roads. So we don't have time actually.
we have seen one.
Okay, so one already.
Yes, one.
The renewed quest by the federal government to reposition the Kano Free Trade Zone to run on its full capacity and contribute massively to the gross domestic product of the country as obtainable in other claims like Dubai and China has become a source of delight to the acting managing director of NEBZA, Engineer Tehemba Nongo. Engineer Nongo, in an interview with Ben Television, said so far about 6 billion naira has been invested in the provision of infrastructures in the zone.
As part of the oversight functions of the House of Representatives, they want to see what is going on in Kano. With that, NEBZA has implemented a budget in accordance with the funds provided, and also to assist the project of work done. They want to cite, they saw the projects we did and they accommodated us. By the time they went there, about 6 billion naira has been invested in the opening up of roads, provision of water supply, and some warehouses. That's what has been done by them. And the project was up to world-class standard. And the aim was to attract also world-class investment, so that you can create jobs with teaming Nigerians in Kano State in particular and Nigeria at large. And we're working towards that. By the time we complete the provision of these infrastructures, the provision of power is about taking place. But we have to import some of this equipment from open letter of credit to import this equipment from outside Nigeria, in Europe especially. So that's our target. Because the European equipment of higher quality was made in Asia. So the process of opening the letter of credit to import this process is on. By the time we provide electricity and all the basic infrastructures, we don't market the kind of free trade zone, just like other free trade zones, to attract investment in locally and then also foreign, China, Europe, America. These investors will come in and establish their factories, textile, pharmaceuticals, motor assembly, electronics. They will then create jobs for Nigerians. Thousands of jobs for Nigerians. The government will also benefit from this because by the time some of these things are being exported, some few fees will be paid to the authority, which the Nigerian government can also benefit from those fees. So this will create jobs and create wealth for the country. So the big benefits of the export of the special economic zones. And apart from that, foreign exchange will also be earned through the export of this country, of export of these products from the zones. And our target, the next 1 year, Kano should be able to export a minimum of $1 billion worth of products every year.
NEBZA from 1992 till date has licensed 40 free trade zones that have attracted over $20 billion foreign direct investment into the economy. Only 14 are at present operational, including the Kano Free Trade Zone, Osam Raffle, Ben Television.
Celebrating the faithfulness of God in this family in Jesus' name. Be blessed in the name of Jesus.
The 20th year transition anniversary of Mrs. Victoria Amenagawan Aiswen, popularly known as Seven Sisters, started with a Thanksgiving service at the Living Faith Church, Sapele Road, Benin City. Family members, friends, business and political associates of the Aiswen's family converged on the church auditorium to celebrate the remembrance of late Mrs. Victoria Aiswen, who passed on 20 years ago. The Aiswen's family, flanked by the Edo State Chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Ansemo Jeswa, and other dignitaries, danced to the altar to give thanks to God. The officiating priest offered prayers for the Aiswen's family.
We ask the Lord, what will we thank you for? We never cease in this family in the name of Jesus.
Son of the late Victoria Amenagawan Aiswen and youth leader of the All Progressives Congress in Edo State, Honorable Valentine Aiswen, said he is what he is today because his late mother trained him up in the fear of God and promised to keep up her good legacies.
Body of celebration because after spending more than 2 decades, as a mother and a son's relationship, she has imparted a lot of virtues in my life and the life of my siblings. She has imparted good morals, sound education, encouraged me to understand what it is to be educated, and every good things of life I think I have learned from her. Today I'm successful today because she gave me that nurture from the beginning, and we have to come together as children to come and celebrate her. And one thing that is our piety to Christianity is so enormous that I cannot forget how she made us close to Christ. She made us born again. She bought my first Bible, and today that's the same Bible that I'm still using to tomorrow. So So she's a mother in a million. We love her so much.
The significance of this event, looking at his age, you can tell that his mother passed when he must have been very, very young. And for him to have emerged as he is, a gentleman, educated, successful in business, it can only be by the grace of God. So this is one of those times when you really and truly know that God does exist and that he exists for even those who are motherless, like Valentine has been for 20 years.
The 20th year transition anniversary of late Mrs. Victoria Amenagawon Aiswen shifted base to the GRA in Benin City for the reception, where guests were treated to sumptuous meals.
Great moment to celebrate her. Today we are very proud of what she stood for, because when I look around and I see the faces here present, I feel so happy. Everyone that matters to the Aswe family, everyone that matters to the Adams family, everyone that matters to the Obarisiagbo family, everyone that matters to the Oti and Merua family, they are all here from far and wide. People have traveled from very far to be here. And we want to say we are very, very, very grateful.
Honorable Valentine Aswen, the Managing Director of DVD Oil and Gas and Youth Leader of the APC in the States, was recently honored by the University of Benin Teaching Hospital for his humanitarian service to the less privileged in the society.